Alright, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Babel, and I'm bringing you the Southeast Asia Regionals. It's day one, group stage, Group A, and we're going to game number 2 between Resurgence as well as Renovatio Team 2. So the draft just started. Here we go. Sky Temple, it is. Very nice build going to be in. Zagara Tesla getting banned out firsthand, and not much fun as of a surprise there. Southeast Asians just don't understand or just don't prioritize Leeming and Regar as much, but you can see the instantaneous first pick on Greymane by the Filipino squad, and Resurgence there with Leeming and Regar. Okay, so Leeming Regar very, very strong and deadly, especially when you put it on the right hands there. Tanuki, even before the Regar rework, Tanuki is one of the best Regar play that the scene has seen before. Pun intended, absolutely. Leeming, on the other hand, we'll be expecting Capricorn to be playing this one here. And for this side, for Renovatio, they decided to snatch away Falstad. Falstad's a really good pick on this battleground. Great mobility. Uther also getting picked up here for a single target support. ETC getting banned out because there's Uther inside Renovatio. They don't want to deal with that. There's also no Falstad, so they just don't want to have to work against that. Picking it up against Falstad is also pretty hard to work with, especially when you don't have the Divine Shield. And there's always the potential of a Rainer counter. Now for Renovatio 2, they should be looking to ban out Thrall here. Thrall has a huge impact in the last game, and you want to respect ban that against Resurgence. Either Thrall or other melee assassins, that would be a good good ban, in my opinion. Sonya's pretty fine. Sonya would definitely be able to ensure that the frontline stays alive though, but that only means that Murden's going to go towards Resurgence, and there we have it. CW has been very consistent on his Murden. The funny thing here is that if they actually went ahead and banned Thrall instead, then it would have been Sonya and Murden probably. But Resurgence has got such a wide hero pool, it will be tricky. And for Renovatio 2, a few options remaining here for them. They definitely need one or two more warriors, at least one more warrior. Hopefully they don't pull out a Chen again. A Chen did not work in the last game, so I don't want to. I hope to not see Chen coming out of Renovatio 2. Resurgence now with one more pick, probably going to be a melee damage dealer. I would love to see Zeratul that's not banned. That's a great pickup option, or maybe even going in for Thrall. Sonya's gone, so you don't have Sonya. Rhaegar's definitely, I mean, he's definitely able to keep the front line alive. The other way you could drop around this is to go for probably range damage. You definitely need to have one range damage on the start Resurgence, that's for sure. I don't agree with this potential Vala for one simple reason. She doesn't really provide anything. There's so many other good damage dealers are still on the board, like Jaina. Kel'Thas is even better than Vala. Vala is consistent AoE damage, but that's all. So very tricky to go for Vala in this stage here. Zeratul, there we have it. I love this pickup here. Yep, Zeratul, Murden, Rhaegar, Leeming. Great pickup. Some good crowd control. If he goes to Void Prison, if he does not Shadow Assault, the Soul Stick's a lot better right now. I think I've actually seen one Shadow Assault game from one of the regions in the old nationals, but Renovatio 2 here has got a few more options, and they need to be very worried about it right now because, yeah, Zeratul, not a very sustained kind of hero, but you really just want to make sure that you burst down the Zeratul. Would love to see that they have a single target burst. Jaina would be a great pick for them, but they need to go for one warrior, and nope, it's not going to be Jaina, it's going to be Thrall, so that means no Jaina pickup here. Don't think they're going to pull a no warrior comp. So the warrior here would love to see, I mean, Johanna didn't really work out. But a few other options here would also include the viability of Diablo. Diablo would also be good. Once again, it seems like we have some volume microphone problem. There's nothing I can do about it, guys. My producers are working on it. So about 30 seconds remaining before Resurgence has another pick here. We'd love to see them go for another range damage dealer. Still thinking about a Vala. I think that's because of Capricorn. He's a great Vala player. Falstad's been picked up. Would love to also have Zagara for them. I know they like Zagara a lot, but that has been banned out. Vanita Zagara is one of the best around. Okay, so it's going to be the Vala. I don't like Vala for a few reasons. I think that Jaina would have been a better pick there. Vala just provides a very consistent AoE damage. Gina has got single target burst. Maybe because they are afraid that a single target burst is gonna take out, or rather will be countered by Uther. Whereas Vala's AoE, you don't really have to worry about Uther because it does really spread out damage. And they already have the Liming to work with, so that could be one of the few main reasons why Vala is picked up instead. But it's up to Capricorn to really showcase his Vala. All right. That said, waiting for the game to begin. And in the meantime, they're trying to solve the mic problems. Do know that there's a bit of a delay on stream. That's why this troubleshooting is actually taking a lot longer than expected. We do apologize for the issues that we're facing today. On behalf of the organizers, Playpark Esports. Seems like an equipment malfunction. And accidents do happen. So you need more protection. Renovatio II against Resurgence. Not as close as I wish it to be, but Resurgence is the best team the scene has seen. And it's been that way for a few months right now. All right, once we get the lobby going, we're going to this game here. Game number 2 of match 3 in Group A. Whoever wins this series is definitely going to get a point lead. And it's important to get a point lead to go into day 2 because of the upper bracket finals. It's direct seeding for the top seed from both sides. Got to get that. All right. Hopefully we fix this problem before the game begins. Yeah, they're trying to solve the yeah. Okay. Guys, we're really sorry. We don't know what happened here, but I'm casting from my mom's basement. I'm just kidding. This is actually the venue itself. If you are in Singapore, swing by down to Oasis at Park Lane. You meet the players. They're doing whatever they can to qualify out of Singapore. And if you're in the other countries, you can also go and visit them. They have an offline viewing place for all the different countries. Malaysia, I think it's in Orange Esports Stadium in Kuala Lumpur. Philippines is somewhere, I don't know. I don't have any information on that. But all right. So I'm glad that the sound issues is kind of solved, but hopefully it stays solved and it does not run into a problem again. All right, here we go. Sky Temple it is, and Resurgence has a very scary lineup here. Probably going to be Avatar. Don't think it's going to be Haymaker. But on the other side for Renovatio, they need to stop going for Alpha Killer. It's just not working out. Probably want to go for Concentrated Blast instead. And they also have got one solo warrior up against Muradin. I think that Johanna's probably not the best option there. It's a fair option, but it's kind of hard to keep your Thrall alive if you are the Johanna. All right, guys, hashtag FreeBabel. We're now going into game number 2, Sky Temple. The objectives here is very simple. I think for both sides, a win condition. They need to burst down one target. It's as simple as that. I think for Resurgence, what they really need to do is just to go in and take out the front line. The front line is pretty squishy. I will not expect Zeratul to go to the back line because I don't think Liming is going to be able to reach it easily. But Zeratul is pretty sticky and squishy. So if he's going for Shadow Assault, he should be able to pick up Felstad pretty easily. Greymane can also give chase against Vala. So the win condition here really is about a Divine Shield and the Ancestral Healing. It's as simple as that. Once those skills get used up, it's pretty much going to be one way or the other. And yeah, pretty simple. Now for Feldstad, the key thing about Feldstad in this battleground is that he's going to have absolute good mobility. He's going to be able to fly across lanes, and that's going to help him secure temples a little bit better, as well as the fact that he can also use Mighty Gust to snatch the boss. That's the extra feature that Feldstad provides, the extra advantage. For blue team, unless they go for Void Prison, don't think Zeratul is going to be able to do anything. Maybe the Haymaker as well, but we'll have to see. I think it's going to be Avatar because you really want to try and stay alive in the front line, especially a solo war situation like this one. All right. Okay, so once this loads up, we'll go into game. But so far, very appreciative of having your company today. It's a beautiful day in Singapore as well as in Southeast Asia generally. This is the Southeast Asia Regionals, and we are actually looking to qualify one team to Korea on the first week of April to compete in the Spring World Finals. Myself, I have not got any word if I'll be casting there, so still gonna keep my hopes open and my heads up. Probably wish. I mean, I would definitely hope to cast there, but we'll have to wait for that to happen. All right. A bit of a disconnection, which is why there was a bit of a lag in that load up. Seems like it's a fatal error. And we're actually going to wait for that to be fixed first. But guys, so far, I hope you guys enjoy your day. The more this goes on, the more closer games will come to you, especially out of Group B, where Relics is looking really good, but Renovatio I's there as well. Those two are kind of like arch enemies. They were known as the first and second place team in 2015 Road to BlizzCon. And although both sides had a bit of a roster change, the core members remain the same. So the rivalry continues on. And they are both in group they're both in Group B, the same group, because Resurgence beat Relics. So Renovatio won against the likes of Relics. That's going to be exciting for me. That would be happening in just a few hours. So once this issue is resolved, we'll resume this game. Okay, seems like we're going to remake the lobby, and it's because I don't think you can actually reconnect. But regardless, this is going to be okay. All right, I'm going to let them know that they're going to remake the lobby, and yeah, very happy to have you guys here today. It's the Southeast Asia Regionals. We've been hyping this event for the longest possible time. All the other regions will clash into this final regional event, of which one team is going to qualify and represent the SEA. We've seen some good churn out of Philippines, but apparently it did not work against the Singaporean team. We've seen Thrall being played by Zappy, still very, very strong and consistent. Now we're also going to see Zeratul coming in here. And my information tells me Zappy's going to be on Zeratul once again. He's such a great playmaker. I'm excited for it. And also Relics still sticking to their guns with that ETC, Uther, Tyrande combo. That is the combo that I think Relics is famous for right now. Right. Hopefully the sound's okay now, guys, and you guys can hear me clearly. No Roberto Babel, Roberto Babelino in the background. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna wait to go into game, but right. So in case you guys are wondering, I'm literally in the basement, but it's because this is where the venue is at. We are at a cyber cafe. That's located at basement 1, I think, of Park Lane. It's somewhere in Dhoby Ghaut. So if you're in Singapore, swing by, say hi. Love to meet you guys, as well as you can meet the players all here. We actually have Relics, which has got like 3 Singaporeans as well as 1 Vietnamese and 1 Indonesian. They flew all the way down here just to take part in this. There's a lot on the line. And tomorrow, we're finally going to be able to crown one SCA champion. Will Relics reclaim their throne and defend the title as the 2015 champion? Or Resurgence going to just take over and prove that they are the better ones instead? That it's time for a new era. Okay, so there is a very short, we're actually going for a short break. I'm getting word right now that there is a bit of a technical difficulty. So we're going to resolve that on the background, disconnection error. So just sit tight, stay tuned, and we'll be back again.
Below 50%.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Babel, and we bring you the Southeast Asia Regionals. Finally, Belnet seems to be fixed, and we're now going back into this game. By the way, where we left off, this is game number 2 of match 3 in Group A between Resurgence and Renovatio II. So far, game 1 was very convincing and very clean, crisp game. Now, here we have with us here the draw for game 2. Sky Temple it is. Just a bit of a recap. There's a Zeratul Vala on Resurgence for Renovatio II. They have the Thrall as well as a Feldstad Greymane. A lot of nice disconnection, this engagement mechanic there, crowd control from Renovatio II. For Resurgence, they also have got some mechanics of their own, but I like the fact that they've got a lot of sticky heroes that can stick on to Renovatio II's backlines. That's really, really awesome to see as well. Now, we're finally loading up here. We do apologize for the delay. Apparently the service was not stable, something along those lines. And now we're finally back up, so a bit of a rest break for me. Appreciate that. We're now going into game number 2 of match 3. Do note that there's a total of 6 matches today, so 3 more matches after this one. And the next 3 matches will decide the placing for both groups, of which the top spot will be going directly to the upper bracket finals, and the second and third place will be going into the lower brackets to face off against each other. Now, only one team's going to make it out of Southeast Asia. You're watching the Southeast Asia Regional, and we're already going in. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, Sky Temple it is. And on the blue side, it is going to be Resurgence from Singapore, top seed. And so far, very, very convincing. Hot favorites to win this tournament as well. They got CW onto the Murden, as well as Capricorn playing as the Leeming, Vendetta onto the Vala, Zappy will be playing as the Zeratul, Tanuki onto the Rhaegar, and on the red team, it's going to be Renovatio II. Leamington playing as the Falstad, Kaija as the Greymane. We also have Jumpy Lion, who will be playing as Thrall 4. Onto the Uther, last but not least, Asurai. Looks like he's going to be playing as a Greymane. All right. No, Surah actually going to be playing Johanna, right? It looks like he was riding Greymane's Ringmaster mount. But all right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Already the blue team going to the bottom lane. A bit of too much of an aggression here, but it will be able to pick off some towers. Red team going straight up to top lane, but they don't have any siege on that side, so they don't have the best advantage here. Structure 1 already down, and I declare blue team winner. No, I'm just kidding. So Resurgence already getting a bit of an EXP lead there, but you got to be very careful because they're still not soaking up the top lane. We already have Renovatio II here. Doing a pretty good job pushing up the lane very, very well. With the help of some minions, definitely we'll be able to do this tower very quickly. Zappy, meanwhile, is already there, looking for some singularity spikes, some bombs going out as well. Seems like Force taking a bit of a beating, but Leamington's going to be fine as well. Zappy in the back line there. It was a very, very scary moment for him. One nice little stun and could be game for Zappy. All right, so level 2 both sides. If you look at the talent option, it looks to be very, very clear and standard. Nothing surprising. A perfect aim on the Greymane instead of Viciousness or Wolfheart. And on this side for the blue team, multi-shot Vala. It is also Colossal Totem, indicating that it could be a Chain Lightning build. Or rather, sorry, Lightning Shield build. More on a damage component. There's also the Reverberation as well as a Regeneration Master getting picked up. A lot of options here going into this game. So Temple's going to spawn right now, one on top, one in the mid lane. And Johanna in the mid area just trying to clear this wave as much as she can. Zappy already there with the cleaves going in. Singularity Spike as well. Some extra deflection there from the ad skin. The top lane looks like red team is going to be able to secure this part. Thrall in the bottom lane just soaking up the EXP pretty well. Resurgence just slightly behind in terms of the EXP. Zappy, though, going in and doing a lot of a burst damage. Pretty tricky position for Thrall to be in, but will not be a kill regardless. Now, top lane, the healing was already gone on the blue side. As for the mid lane here, the same can be said for red team. So pretty much dead even position for both sides. Do note that Vala did not follow through with Arsenal, went through for Puncturing Arrow instead. That's a bit of a nice hybrid of builds there for a good mixture of AoE damage as well as burst. Master Wall Blade onto the Zeratul Holy. I thought Kaija actually going down very quickly. Nice stun from 4, but it's not going to do anything. And the Arcane Up does go down as well. Vala goes in for a pickoff. Great kill. And do know that it's actually Capricorn is playing Leeming and Venida onto the Vala instead. Some slows coming in, but Jumpy Lion now going to sidestep a great stun from Murden. And Tanuki also taking a bit of a beating there. Zappy from the back line. Lemington probably going to take the fall here. There's nothing Fox could do. Nice sidestep away, but blink backwards. And oh, there we have it. Finally, the kill still going to go through regardless. Falstad going down. Jumpy Line also going to get addressed. That's 2 to 3 men now already on the red side. Asur right now also going down. Resurgence, man. Playing this very, very slow and steadily. And definitely just proving once again that they are one level ahead of the enemy. Tanuki still giving chase. This is only going to turn out bad at the end. Johanna does go down at the final moment there. So 5 kills for nothing exchange. If you look at the talent options, I'd like to point out that it's Feral Heart here. So that's an increase of mana and health regeneration in Gosu form. Volpole Blade also going to be picked up here. That's a bit of a teleport loss. Non-structured target he attack. That's the main reason why you see that movement there by Zeratul. We got a replay, but hold that thought. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. There we have it. A fight happening down in the bottom area as well. Boom, baby. Thrall does go down. Ford in a lot of trouble as well. Force also gone. 2 men down on the side of Renovatio II. Kaija, man, sole survivor from the bottom lane. Nearly brought into the replay. So we're going to try and see if we can bring back the replay. But, yeah, that was a very close shave here on our site. Did not see the rotation coming through. The top lane, very good push maneuver already by the red team. Okay, we got a replay before the next temple phase. We're going for it right now. Here we go. Look at this fight here. And Forge is going now very quickly. Surai also coming back in for a bit of a fight, but not really getting anything achieved here. Blue team's already dropping very low. Tanuki, some really good heals there on those chain heal. Very, very effective, and it was pretty good to see that going through. At the end, though, red team just taking a lot of damage, unnecessary damage from those Arcane Up, and Zappy just doing a lot of work. Those cleaves going in, and you see it going all the way there, holding it for so long. Okay, we got to go back to real time here. A single target pickup on Felstad happened just now around the sentry point. Just good rotations from Zeratul once again. And top lane, we're also seeing the Mercenary Camps getting picked up here by Jumpy Lion. Mid lane, meanwhile, Lemington's going to be in his vicinity. Asurai not going to be able to condemn Tanuki on the Rhaegar. Zappy again on Felstad. Felstad, a little bit of a bad spot for him to be in. But it's going to be okay right now. Zappy also doesn't have the ability to pop back. But the bottom temple's already expanded, and it just fully destroyed the fort on the right side. Level 10 against level 8 right now, and it looks like it is going to be the Void Prison still for crowd control. And Haymaker by CW. Zappy going to the back line once again, but not going to get anything achieved. Looks like it's very interesting level 7 pickup here. Scenes exposed. So it's kind of like an extra add-on damage. Not going for conviction. The standard go-to talent pickup at level 7. Full-on Gilnean cocktail for Greymane. Cleanse on that Uther. Pretty standard stuff. Frost's Grace instead of follow-through or Windshare. Zappy on the bottom lane there. Alright, so looks to be very standard. Red team cannot afford to take this fight right now. Blue team wants to force the fight out. They want to try and increase the gap a little bit more, but they're now 3 versus 4 in the mid lane. Here we go. Zeratul's back here. They have the heroics to work with. At least that's going to help them provide a bit of a huge power spike lead against Renovatio II. Zappy dancing around a little bit. Asurai with a bit of a 4-man condemn. Red team just soaking up the lanes very well. Great decision there by Falstad to not trying to fight it. Just soak up the top lane. Bottom area also going to get fulfilled here by Thrall, but Zappy's already in front, and there goes the cleave. Very nice to pick up, but oh, not so soon. We actually just in a Divine Shield going through. Zappy dropping a lot of HP as well. Murden going to heal back up, but Ancestral healing. Blessed Shield coming back out. Arcane now getting thrown out as well. Mighty Guts being used. Tanuki and CW in a lot of trouble. Resurgence falling apart. 3 men down already. CW now looking to be the 4th man. Condemned goes in, and it will also be a kill. 4 men down on the side of RSG. And Renovatio II all of a sudden looking for the equalizing point here. Still have a level deficit, but they can go for the boss, and this is going to spiral out of control. 2 temples spawning. Big mistake there, but great plays by 4 on that Divine Shield that kept Thrall alive. So boss definitely going to plow down the bottom area. Focus here should be going for the bottom temple for the red team at least. Capricorn going to be very, very careful on the Liming. If it can pick up this temple, it's actually going to accelerate the push potential of this boss. And Asura is already in there. Mid-temple, a little bit ignored at this stage. Looks like Renovatio II does not really want to try and give chase here. Which, in my opinion, they should. But the sun going down on Capricorn. And, yep, the boss does go down at the end. Okay, Asura, a bit of a sidestep away from Stumbolt. CW has not been connecting those Stumbolts, but you see some bursts coming from Vala. Also, you see Singularity Spike, some slows going down. Disintegrate picks up the kill. And Resurgence still ahead, but man, they're a little bit too greedy on the side here for Renovatio. They should have gone for the bottom lane. They decided to go for the camp instead, as well as the mid-temple. Rotations coming in strong from Resurgence. Zappy in the backline, Bandita taking a bit of a damage there. Looking for the Void Prison, probably going to be secure an area here. Disintegrate going down, Jumpy Line going to go down to the Disintegrate already. It's Sundering, not really very effective. And also not going to see the Void Prison. But top lane, we have a bunch of Visionary camps pushing. The Knight's going to be at the gate already. Red team with a rotation now to the mid area. CW a little bit of trouble there. The healer is already in the vicinity. Disintegrate still going through. Divine Shield being used. Capricorn with another teleport. And Sexual does connect. Zappy now dropping very, very low. Void Prison is going to buy some time for this engage here. They're waiting for the Vala to swing back by. The Hurricane up, not really connecting as well. Don't think they're going to snatch away this Temple does not go to the blue team, follows it up. Zappy goes in, picks up the kill there onto just the Uther. Kaija now still giving chase against Zappy. And a Singularity Spike, and it looks like it's not going to be enough just yet. Very, very close to straight giving chase, but still too far back out. Asurai nearly going down. The Spell Shields came and really helped him out a lot. Running Wall picked up here by Greymane, by the way, so that's increased range. Level 16, you see the increased range on Rending Cleave. Extra damage, actually. That's just what's really going to be useful here. Executioner also, or rather, give them the X. Getting picked up here by Murden. A little bit more effective than Executioner. So level 16 just got hit here by the red team, Zappy. A bit of a tricky spot to be in. Nice lockdown against Thrall, and that's the kill. Thrall already gone. Asura now a little bit of trouble, pops the skin. But Felstad on the side flank there. CW giving chase. Stumble connecting. And there we have another burst against the Felstad. Effective takedown there. Zappy still no space here for him to use his Void Prison. Primarily just want to use it for disengagements, I think. That's it. It's going to be Tempest Fury as well as the Imposing Presence. Nothing too surprising. Also going to see the Hammer Time getting picked up by Felstad, Benediction. Concentrated Blast on the Grey Main. So this is where level 16's over already. Renovatio is going to have a huge power spike from the Grey Main's Concentrated Blast, as well as Tempest Fury on Thrall. Hold that thought. A great Void Prison locking in just the Uther there. And they will be able to pick off the kill against the Grey Main. Uther still no room for escape yet. Will be fine somehow at the end. Asura in the meantime running to some place that does not remotely look like home. It's gonna be able to pop back though. Just respawning in about 35 seconds now. Jumpy Lion is gonna go to the top lane. We also got on the blue side Resurgence in a mid temple. Mid temple's definitely gonna be able to pick off this top fort. So far, you still see structurally, it seems like Renovatio is still ahead. But level 18 already, Leamington, a little bit of trouble there. There we have it. Another Disintegrate going down to the Divine Shield also being used. Sundering getting cancelled by CW. Great plays there by the Murden. Still giving a chase. Vendetta in the front line now with the extra strafe damage going out. Jumpy line dropping. There's 3 men down already on the side of the red team. Still no Johanna yet. 4 now going down. That will be 3 men. Plus the fact that Johanna just respawned, so they still have 3 men in respawn timer for 1 Vala strafe. It's absolutely worth it. Great plays there by Resurgence. 19 against 16. Need that level 20 ASAP. And with 2 temples, they're definitely going to be very close to it at the end of this temple phase. Blue team now with another rotation to the bottom area. We got a replay ready. We're going to pull that one out. This is exactly what happened. The Divine Shield bursted, but look at that instant stun against Jumpy Lion. That saved the fight and ensured that it could actually go in front and aggressively play this. Vala was just a little bit too aggressive, but I think it's still fine. Damage was perfect in that instance, and if you look at the damage counter, Vala, man, 38k, very close behind Leeming, and very, very effective. Okay, we're going back to real time right now. And as you can see, level 20 just hit here by the blue team. Rewind going to be the Zeratul, as well as Storm Shield on Rhaegar. Bolo to Storm on Vala. We got Temporal Flux on Leeming. Last but not least, Hardened Shield on that Murden. So very standard pickups at the end here. So far, this is the only time I've actually seen give him the X from Murden, as in CW is the only player that runs this build. Is it very effective? Can't put my finger to it just yet. Haymaker, give them the X, we'll have to see. Red team now, going in for to keep on top with 2 waves of Bruiser Camp. Great opportunity for a push. Sundering not very effective. I see Zappy already in the front line now. Also going to see the Divine Shield coming out. But still, they want to give chase. There we have Temporal Flux connecting very nicely after this, the Disintegrate. Tanuki going to take a bite off this Thrall. They're probably going to let Jumpy Line die there. But the camps, man, still pushing. Leeming is going to have to put up on some form of defense duty right now. 4 running away. Zappy still missing the Singularity Spike, but the Cleave does connect. And 4, a little bit of trouble right now. If he does go down, he still at least have a second life if he hits level 20, but he's not there yet. So we're not going to have Uther nor Thrall. Temple's still not spawning just yet, but top lane just cleared out. There we have Temple in just about 30 seconds. Resurgence firmly in control. Structurally, it still seems again that Renovatio is ahead. The only reason why Resurgence is so far in terms of level is because they have got 24 kills against 7. But the name of this game is not about killing the enemy. It's not just about that. It's about taking down the core. And in terms of objective here, definitely Renovatio still has a shot in his game. You're waiting for the best moment. Looks like Renovatio is already calling for top to end the game. They're trying once again, but they still don't have the Uther, no support. They're going in this really, really hot. Very tricky position for them to be in. Gotta be very careful. The boss just get picked up. They're trying to go back to the core to defend. They got the Mighty Gus, they got that Blessed Shield. They got Sundering, they got some form of crowd control, but gotta be very careful about it. There we have the Mighty Gus being used, Strafe coming out again. This could be a wipe here. Kaija dropping very, very low. The Grey Main, no escape mechanics. There we have Sundering being popped out in front, but Zappy's already behind. Zappy dropping, there we have the Ancestral connecting beautifully, and it's still going in for the fight. There we have also Asurai dropping, already gone. Jumpy Lion now coming back to save the teammate, may not be the smartest choice. Last hit there, and it connects as well. 4, trying to pull back out. But CW is there directly in front. Those hammer, it's a hammer war, and it's hammer time. Down goes 4. Boss already on the core. Still no level 20 yet. Looks like it's gonna be game here. Kaija dropping very low. The burst going down. Zappy going back with Master Wall play for a second hit. Picks up the kill. And the Void Prison on the Feldstad. The rest of the cavalry has arrived. Seems like it's going to be a clean 2-0. The boss is knocking Leamington. Mighty Gus available, but it's not going to be used effectively. That's it. The game will be over. Core goes down. RSG picks up game number 2. Very nicely executed by Resurgence, of course. They were very clear where's the objective. They were very much ahead of this game compared to Renovatio. They knew that Renovatio was going to come in from the top lane, and they know that Renovatio does not have the time to wait for Uther respawn. They picked up the boss in the perfect time, pot back home, cleared them out, and then ended the game. 55,000 damage on Vala. Vala's still very much relevant here in this meta. We're still going to pull out the replay. And here we go. So this is the last moments here. You can see that Leamington is trying to run away. Zappy already directly in front. Jumpy Lion using the Sundering there, didn't really achieve much. Not to say that the angle is a problem. Probably waiting for the front a little bit at the shrubs area for the rest of blue team to give chase could have been a slightly better option. But regardless, it's just very hard to pull off a Sundering like that. Splitting the sights into left and right does not really save the teammate, unfortunately. And the boss just already at the core, very nicely timed. Leamington is at home. That's the Feldstad. Greymane just moved back. But look at Zappy's play right here. Going in, sticking to the enemy, and then just going back again. Sidestep the damage. Very nicely executed there by Zappy. Have to say that Zappy with 5 kills and 1 death. Not the MVP, but still leading with 7 kills. Very nicely done. Vala 6 as well. Very evenly spread out across all 3 assassins. Yeah, just very general good plays there coming out from the entire team. 28. In fact, even Rhaegar's got like 4 kills. That Rhaegar, never expected Wolf to bite so hard, and well, boy, he did bite very hard. So great games by Resurgence to Renovatio. Currently, we're going to bring up the bracket once it's updated. But yep, next match actually, I think it's gonna be Group A match again. Yeah, it's gonna be a Group A match. Then we're actually gonna close out this section here. Okay, so far Resurgence has got 6 points. This is not updated yet. Renovatio with 1 win and 1 loss. Clean 2-0 game so far. That's all today. Group 2 though, that's still waiting for the updates on the site. Okay, it's not over yet. It's still playing, so no information on that part. And hope you guys enjoyed this custom coverage. This is Mabel. We'll be back with the next match in just a few minutes. So sit tight, stay tuned, and don't go anywhere. We'll be back. Still waiting for Leeming to reset his skills just yet. Ailey's a little bit out of position there by the overpower from Diablo. Diablo dropping very low. Diablo will go down. No Apocalypse to finish up the combo. Rhaegar also going down. FFKG dropping so low. Arata now just giving chase against Testa. Feldstad also gone. 3 men down. Maybe make it 4. We have the dimensional ship, but Stern's definitely dropping even more HP here. Will go down at the end. Make it 4 men down on the side of the Malaysians. And HSG, man,